Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for coming back to the lore stream on this beautiful, beautiful Friday evening. Thank you. Thank you to everybody in the future that watches this. I really appreciate it. Everybody that shows up tonight, I appreciate it too. Even if you don't hear this point at this point. If you like Elden Ring content and this video game content, good discussions, consider joining the Discord. We got a lot of great people there. A lot. And if you want to see more videos, check out all the content creators that I've listed at the bottom. Great content creators there when it comes to Elden Ring and other things. Yeah. So let's begin. Let's get started. All right, here we go. Oh, where's my controller? All right, controller broke. Be right back. Luckily, I had a spare. I'm back. All right, here we go. All right, so I got my coffee, got Elden Ring. I got a quiet evening ahead of me. So let's see. What do we want to do? As you see, I got Vanessa, Abeto, and Veronica up to 100 today. Welcome back, Nostal. Welcome back, Cayman. Welcome. Yes, thank you, everybody. If you're watching this on mobile, hype it. That's all I'm going to ask. You don't have to sub, you don't have to like, but please hype it. Let's see. Let's just get one of these characters to have the whole map open. We're going to do the Golden Inquisitor. Eventually, I want to have all the characters to 200, and I'm halfway there on half of them. What's up, your pharaohs? Good to see you again, man. All right, let's see. We got our drip going. So I decided to start doing because I'm golden, I'm going to start wearing the trick host mirror. Get myself a little bit, but staying golden, staying within, unless we get to like prime or down, or I need to add the slot. Otherwise, get myself a little bit and just get good. All right. Let's get through the mountaintop of the giants and yeah. Because I really want to get back to Farin Missoula. Farin Missoula is a great place, got a lot of great lore. I just don't have any characters there anymore. And since it's playthrough 3 or 4, we're just burn through things, talk about stuff all the time, everywhere. A little graveyard in here, by the way. I never noticed that. Why is there a little graveyard in here? All right, let's see. Get some light. See if there's any writing on these. Always like to look for writing on stuff because so far I think I've noticed at least five different scripts in the game. So that's 5 different languages. Which I think is amazing. And I think, and one language is the only place I've ever seen it was in Ronnie's summon sign at the end of the game. I think it's, so her sigil or her summon sign on the ground, I call it Karian because she's a Karian, right? It makes sense. Oh, let's get out of here. But I need to start picking up the dung eater stuff for my buddy Jackal. Let's see. Oh. Oh shit. I'm in trouble. thought he was reloading. All right, hold on. All right. So, Castle Soul. Well, let us discuss it since we're going to be here a while. Castle Soul is thought to be in league with Mikla. With the Carians, which does make sense. Right? Yeah, those guys kicked my ass, right? They like comboed me. Combo breaker. Or how'd it go? Combo breaker. Because of the Mikla reference and stuff like that, and the Banished Knights. So with the Banished Knights, I think the Banished Knights would, in my head, I believe the Banished Knights were once part of Godwin's entourage, part of his. Oh, that's the step. Anyways. Probably his original army. And so when Godwin was assassinated, right, they got banished for bailing him and, dying. So I can see that as a reason for them being banished, because they do have like the dragon motif on their helmets and stuff, which makes sense. You bum. So the Banished Knights are in league with Mikla, I suppose, or a battalion of them, a squadron. Shit. Oh, I made it. Trying to, because if they're here and Mikla's, we always assume that Mikla was trying to resurrect Godwin through the eclipse, right? So it would make sense why they're here, and it would make sense that they're here because they were the soldiers of Godwin. So this place was converted, right? Because it doesn't have the statues on the side. So if we look in Stormvale, right? In Stormvale, we have the same, what is this? Same church. I'll call it a church, but in there, it is the Burnt America or Jar St. America, one on each side, and then the larger one in the center with the Earth Tree. And in this one, we see, I suppose we can call that a Jar Maiden? Not Jar Maiden. Oh, shit. Oh, he teleported through. Damn. Bitch. Got him. All right. So back to what we're talking about. What were we talking? Oh, the maiden. So this could be a jar. I don't know. I guess it is a jar maiden. Erdtree maiden. I hesitate to call her America because of the. What is that? The nunnery hood. What is that? That hood that she's wearing. Because we typically don't see America wearing anything like that. Sure, she might wear robes, but nothing that covers her hair, unless her hair is growing out at this point, or it's growing out at this point, or not grown back, and she's gotten into more of the public figure or or something like that. So she's got to hide the scars of her body or whatever until they heal. Now that she's a god, that's what I would think. Perhaps I could be wrong, but otherwise it's just a maple. What is it? An amber maiden? I guess. Let's see. There is some type of design on that. I wonder if I do this, if I lose it. Yeah, there it is. It's Grank, Miss Lexi. Lexi, you 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 think it's yeah? Yeah, you throw me off. Yeah, it is Grank, the Maple Maid. Well, I mean, it could be both. That's funny. I didn't think about Grank. Grank's girlfriend. You know what? Why would he not have a girlfriend? He's like an alpha male, right? He would have a girlfriend. He would be like, "What's up, babe? Let's kill that guy. Kill that guy. Let's kill all these guys down here so we'll look around." Wait, is there somebody alive? I hear footsteps. When you hear footsteps and you don't see anybody, switch torches. All right, so we got more albinorks here. I'm pretty sure that's Auntie what do I say? Aunt Jemima. Hell yeah, shit, man. I love Aunt Jemima. Lexi says, guinea pig agrees with Garank's girlfriend. Garank is a clergyman and probably celibate. Well, I mean, Garank might be, but Malekith isn't. Remember, Garank is a incognito term or whatever. It's a false identity. What's that? A pseudonym, a pen name, what? A disguise. That's what I'm trying to say. Disguise. I know English. I promise. I hear footsteps. Celibate. Celibate. Man, I remember this taking so much longer back in the day. What is that? Oh, that's the thing. Oh, look, we got more of these. Oh, are they building? They're making headstones here. Maybe down there isn't an actual graveyard, but where they're storing it. Was that like this place could have been like a headstone factory? Maybe down there where we were was a headstone market. Hi, Cholesterol. Welcome. Or his past trauma in the church. He could have had some trauma, maybe. Look, there's that girl. She's coming. She's kind of. They're using her like a another maiden. They're using her as like a gargoyle. You know how gargoyles in Europe, the water comes out of them. So like as rain. What is it? What's that shit called? Where the rain comes out of gutters, right? So I imagine if this place was raining, right, the water would be coming out of those pots. At least for the girl, this girl right here, that's horizontal. Ooh, she ugly too. Look at that. Look at that face right there. With the way this church is shaped, you know what? I believe it was converted. I believe this religion, the original religion of this church, was Stephen Helfen and Helfen church or religion. Where is that sword? Do I have it on me? No, I don't. Dang. I need to stop putting swords away. Because you know how it was a steeple and it looks like jagged edges, comes to a point. Just like that. Could it be Nox coated? Perhaps. But then again, a roof is a roof almost. Lexi says tombstones or brickwork of the castle. These right here? I think these are tombstones. All right, let's go kill that guy. Let's kill the boss real quick. Already got that down just in case I perish. Let's get the Goon Squad. Goon Squad's ready to go. Man, Goon Squad. All right. All right, call the Goon Squad. Power them up. All right, let's see if we live. All right. He dead. All right, him. All right. The blessing America upon thee. Wrong spell. We're just gonna lay into him. Just gonna lay into him. Oh shit. He resisted that pretty good. All right. Oh God, Goon Squad's in trouble. We got 2 left. 2 buddies left. Damn. Got 1 guy left. We gotta save him. We gotta save him. Right in the belly. Arr. What about arches? For falling arches? What up, you flame of ambition? What's up, Rattle? Arches, are you talking about the are you talking about those tombstones? For falling arches? I don't know. Let me show you something. Let's go look down here. Yeah, they're probably pretty tombstone. Oh my God, they're harvesting spirits from them. Hey, is Miklo versus Radon in the north? In the north? I don't know. Narf. I don't know. Are you trying to sound like Pinky in the brain? Narf. I have no idea what Narf means. Sorry. Your Pharaoh says, I think that when you use Mikla's incantations, you're making contact with him, like in Bloodborne, because the posture you make with your arm is the opposite of the incantation image. Oh, I see. You know what? I would say that it draws upon his power. I would concede to that. Oh, okay. But you know what? Also, I have that equipped in my hand. Let me switch hands. If I switch hands, does it? Yeah, there you go. So he's a right-hand caster. I'm a left-hand caster. That's all it is. Here you go, Lexi. Here's the tombstones. Sadness. Oops. Dang. What am I doing? Let's get rid of this. I need my... Where is my... Okay. Tombstones. And they have inscriptions on them, but very faded. So, you know, before they were like under battle or defending themselves from invasion, this could have been a market. They're like, oh, look at this lovely tombstones. Which one shall we get for Papa? For Mama? Or whatever. Or this could be just a graveyard too. I don't know. It's up to you. You decide. King of the North accent like Game of Thrones. Oh man, I haven't seen Game of Thrones in like 15 years. That show ended like back in '08. That's crazy. You still remember that? That's crazy. You know nothing. I know nothing. Jackal says, are you going to play more Crimson Desert tomorrow? I am. I will be playing more Crimson Desert. Or I'll be playing some tonight after stream just because. Maybe. Oh, wait. What's tomorrow's? Or on Saturday. What's today? What day is it? Sunday. Sunday I play other games. So Sunday and Monday I'll be playing Crimson Desert, most likely. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alexi. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. So we'll pick this up, talk to this guy, because this guy's got some interesting lore. I don't think it's kind of pathetic lore, meaning as in sad. He's like, Lord Mikla, forgive me. The sun has not been swallowed. Our prayers were lacking. That's what I figure he sounds like. Your comrade remains soulless. It's weird that he says comrade there, because you know who else says comrade? America. But it's actually Radagon. I will never set my eyes upon it now. Your divine Halleck tree. He's got a... What is that in his hand? Oh, wait, no. It's just a bell. Or one of those horns. I thought he was holding like a cup. Trying to get some dew. You know what I mean? But it's just one of those horn guys. Mushrooms. The mushrooms are a different color. Looks like. They are. Totally a different color. Perhaps the tombstones have souls. Your pharaohs, I would agree with you. I would. But I agree with you. I think that if we look, because of what we learn in the Shadowlands, yeah, I would agree with you. I would concede to that, to like a 50-50 chance. Jackal says, I'm pretty sure America says comrades. She does, but it's Radagon posing as comrades at the, you know what? Let's go there and listen to this. I have it here. Let's go forth. It's right here. I haven't been there. So we'll go listen to it. It is at the Radagon statue. All right. No, we don't want to pick that up. La 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 la. This right here, this dialogue we're about to hear is the pivotal dialogue that tells me that, and I have a video on it, but I like talking about it on stream anyway, so you don't have to watch the video. It tells me that Radagon was posing as America, and nobody knew that he was transforming into her, because he had murdered her. And this is where we'll learn that dialogue. And it's because because Melina quotes America, right? Because she's also ignorant of the truth. But it is the vocabulary being used here is what tells us that it's not America, but a soldier speaking to his fellows. Now listen to this. Let me make sure that I have the dialogue turned up. And you don't have to believe me. My goal is never to convince you to change your mind or believe me. It's only to have a discussion. Here we go. Welcome back, Freeman. All right, hey, welcome back, Zenod. I wish you could replay the dialogue during the game. I wish we could replay it too all the time.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you.
Dang, I kind of want to turn off the rain, but I don't want to fuck this up. So here we go. I hope it sounds good. Welcome back, Reality Check. Good to see you again. Here we go.
In Marika's own words, I declare mine intent to search the depths of the Golden Order through understanding of the proper way. Our faith, our grace is increased. Those blissful early days of blind belief are long past. My comrades, why must ye falter?
There you go. Now, if you were a god, you would not call people comrades, because comrades makes you equal to people. If you were a soldier like Radagoni, if you were a soldier like Radagon the dragon, he wasn't a dragon, but you would call them your comrades because you're equal to them. You don't see yourself better than the people you're leading. But if you're a god, you do. That's it. And also, well, maybe. And also, if you were a god, if you were America, why would you need to search the depth of the Golden Order, right? If you already know what's there, you already know you have the Elden Ring inside of you. You are the vessel for the Elden Ring. You already see beyond what people know. You already know about the Elden Beast. You already know where it comes from, what power lies within. Why do you have to search within? Why do you have to search the depths? You already know. But Radigan doesn't know. Your pharaohs, yes, we are a mimic. No, we're not. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Lexi says, if Radigan is a mimic and player character is mimic of Radigan, Melina is Marika's spirit in her dead daughter. No, I would disagree with everything what you said, Lexi, there. 139.889%. Gods have friends, though? No. Gods don't. Let's see. Gods have rivals, by the way. Let's see. Jackal says, I think Marika would chill with the people who stood alongside her since the very beginning, her comrades. Marika may be imperious, but she still will regard those who have her back as her friends. I would say no. I would disagree with that because of what we hear also about her children supposedly that she loved, right? What does she tell them? You either become something or you're going to die, in layman's terms. That is not somebody who sees people as comrades. If you see people as comrades, that means most likely you will see your children above that. And you're not going to tell your children, go get a job at McDonald's or fucking die. No, you're not going to do that. You know, you're not going to put that on your children. Programmer says they don't always know what their code is going to do. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about programming. But I do know something about the human heart. I do know something about that. Because I once had a human heart before it was broken several times and then smashed and spit upon and tossed away. Anyways, Cayman says that's assuming that the Elden beasts exist before America dies. What? Cayman, I do believe that the Elden Ring and the Elden beasts are one and the same. Chaco says America needs to search the depths of the Golden Order because her age's plenty quickly came to an end, and she learned that while she was a god, being a god sucked not before then. And besides, the fingers can still override the decision and makes that why she needs to search the depths of the Golden Order, because she no longer trusts the system she's been placed at the head at. Her children are not with her at the beginning, though. There is a lot there. It's interesting what you're saying, and I respect your conviction. But we know her children were there at the beginning, at least Melina and Mesmer. Right? Let's see. Cayman says America also was a god the whole time she was in charge of the Erdtree faction. Oh, he says, Cayman says, America wasn't a god the whole time she was in charge of the Erdtree. As soon as you become the vessel for the Elden Ring, you become, quotes, a god. Now, she didn't become the one true god till Radigan started the Golden Order, right? When Radigan started the Golden Order, he pushed all the other religions out, right? He got rid of the Crucible. He got rid of the Deathrite birds. He got rid of the Erdtree. He got rid of everything else. So he alone could be the ruler above all things. He even got rid of the Golden Order. Not the Golden Order. He got rid of the Greater Will and the Fingers. That's why they left. That's why the Fingers left to outside the lands between. There is the Church of the Two Fingers. We don't see any churches here in the lands between that are associated with the Church of the Two Fingers, because the Two Fingers were banished, hunted down probably, or whatever, when Radican became God, became America, right? And that's why they come back, and this is why they're so willing to push the Tarnish into becoming Elden Lord, because they want their power back. Because if America is the one true God, if this is the Golden Order, the one true God, that means there's no room for any other God. And that includes the Greater Will. And we know that the Church of the Two Fingers, at their top of the pinnacle of their belief system, is still the Greater Will, because the Fingers still worship the Greater Will. The Golden Order does not, because America is the one true God. Reality Check says, I disagree. In the House of Dragons, we still see we still see both sides of a queen, comrade side and exile side. Sure. In House, we see that in the Fire and whatever Ice series, yeah. And we also see that in other movies as well, or other shows. It's okay. But we don't see that here. That's all I'm saying. Boss says, I have a question, my good hombre. Did Moog find his trident, or he made it? You know what? That's a good question. Did he find his trident, or did he make it? Let me look at his trident real quick. Let me look at it. I want to give you I don't want to give you an off the cuff answer. I think it's in my storage. All right, let's see. Sort. I think I haven't. Did I pass it? Holy shit, do I not have it? I guess I don't have it. That's damn. All right, let's go talk to Inya. Hold on, boss. 1 second, bro. I will use one of my Moog. What the hell? Let's go talk to Inya. Oh. Wait a minute, boss, did you try to set me up? Is that what that was, boss? You tried to set me up? You plotting on me? You plotting on me?
You know what a finger shake when they are but no matter.
No. Mo. Where's Mo? Am I missing him? Why not? There it is.
Now go forth.
I'm not sure. There it is. Well. Oh, it's too. Oh, it's too. I would think he made it. I never looked at it like critically, but it's two different type of. Okay, yeah, I think he made it. He made it, but it's made from different things. Yeah, he made it himself out of you know what? I would say 80% chance he made it, and he made it from trash that he found in the sewers, because he's got the golden symbol here, because this, and then he's got like all this silver. Because that gold piece right there looks like the golden, like it's the part of the tree on top of the, it's the bottom of the tree that we see in Lindell. Let me show you. I'll show you, boss. No, I think maybe a god of the sea or the underworld made it, maybe. But I think that he just would have made it himself, out of trash. Because look, okay, see that golden part, the crescent, whatever. Now, where's it good? That. Now that's rendered far away, but it looks like it might be the original part of that or something like that on a different building. That's what that reminds me of. And then he got these other pieces from somewhere else. And using blood magic or whatever, blood fire, it melted, maybe. Maybe it looks like got that melted look because it's blessed by the Mother of Truth. Maybe. let's see. What's Lexi say? Lexi says the maze wasn't meant for you. That's some Westworld shit, I think. That was a great show. Jackal says the fingers are at the Divine Towers, dead and capable of benediction. Definitely dead. Let's see. Lexi also says, I was just the controller and moved Torrent a little. I just want the controller and move Torrent a little. Your Pharaoh says, I would say that America started the Golden Order. It began after the victory against the Giants. Radigan is a Golden Order fundamentalist. I would say they're one and the same. I would say they're one and the same, but fundamentalism would be like the scholars of the Golden Order. You know, it's not like a different faction itself. Giddy Up Torrent says, Lexi, so she married for political reasons, not surprised. Yeah, she did. Cayman says, there's the vessel of the Elden Ring, a god who has ascended via the gate, and a god, the cultural object. Yes. America becomes each of those in different times. Perhaps. But there's not enough information to agree or disagree with that statement. But it is a fair statement. Lexi says every kid needs their own to make their own trident. Boss sent Insha to assassinate you. He did. It almost looks like Mesmer's spear. It almost does. Let's look at Mesmer's spear. Almost. Definitely got that melted look. I like Mesmer's spear. I wish it wasn't so heavy. That combo is badass. Let's see. Boss says, oh yeah, I read that. And he also, maybe he was inspired from the ancient dynasty and what he found there. I would say that's highly likely. Freeman says he made it in the sewers 100%. 100% agree with that. Good job, Freeman. Reality Check says, I don't know, but Morgoth's sword seems to me hardened, blood-stained. My guess that they tried to commit suicide together underground. But the blood formless mother appeared, maybe, and blah. In the blood, formless mother appeared, maybe, but I don't know the trident. No ideas. You know what? Reality. I like the idea, the almost tragic ending of the suicide pact between the twins. That's very interesting, and definitely within the realm of possibilities. If your life was supposed to be that of royalty, of a prince of the greatest kingdom, to be at that age, and you've been regulated to, or thrown away to live in the sewers because you were born with omen horns. It's tragic indeed, and I wouldn't put it past them to attempt that. All right, let's see. What were we doing before we got sidetracked? Damn. I don't remember what we were doing. All right. We just got done doing Castle Soul. Oh, let's say we can get to the snowfields. Oh wait, we may not be able to. I still have to go talk to what's her face. To Latina. Ah, such beauty. Maybe in Elden Ring 2, the Wrath of Godwin, this place will be restored since it'll be like 1,000 years or a few thousand years into the future. And this is all dried up and it's all maybe like a great woods. Hold on, let me put a marker somewhere around here. All right, Sadat says, Morgoth and Moog remind me of me and my brother, abused by our parents, tragic. And the trauma of that abuse has made us distant. One of them is angry and vengeful and refuses to get therapy. Right. I think, well, you know what? It's quite interesting because they took two different routes, right? And I think that's a fair statement. But if we look at it critically, also, Morgoth, right? Morgoth's interesting. He's basically Zanad. Morgoth's basically a parallel to Mesmer. You know what I mean? Now, before I explain it, I don't want to say it if you just understand. But let me know if you understand when I say that. And if not, I'll explain what I see. Let's speed run this. Ah! Wait, did I go the wrong way? Man, it sounds like my ex. Yeah, you understand. Okay, then. Oh, 925 MG. I will explain. Okay. All right. So the reason they're parallel is because Morgoth loves the Erd Tree, right? He loves the establishment. He loves the order, and he gives everything he wants to it. Everything he is to it. Mesmer does the same thing, but each one turns their back on it at the end. Mesmer rips out his eye and becomes one with the abyssal serpent, and he says curses upon the America and stuff like that, and he starts using the abyssal serpent. Morgoth at the end, when he starts losing his fight, he starts using blood flame magic. He turns his back, essentially, maybe not completely, maybe he turns his heart away from the Erd Tree, from his mother, from the establishment, and is able to use those blood flames. Because sure, he was able to use them at any time in the game, anytime we encountered him, but he never did. Because he was loyal to his mother, he was loyal to the Golden Order, to the Erd Tree, until he was about to die. And like his brother, half-brother, I guess, he was a coward. And did anything he could to win, instead of dying like a man. The end. That's all I gotta say. Right. That's right, Luca. Welcome back. Oh, yes. Oh, shit. Wait. Does that mean I lost? If she's... Wait, does that mean I lost? Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Did I lose? Dang. I may have lost a chance to get to the snowfields. Dang. Oh wait, it's the other way, isn't it? Yeah, it's the other way. That guy wanted an autograph.
Please no, dear me.
Believe it or not, this is the scholar from Night Rain.
Oh, please leave me be. Wait then, you're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh,
Never mind. I may be wrong.
An albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished.
Thank you, Jackal.
The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep...
Thank you for the
And if
medallion.
you should meet the young albinoric, then please give... A chosen land awaits us, Albin. The medallion is the key.
It's kind of sad that what we learn about like the Albinorics. I know the Albinorics aren't like real people. They don't have spirits. They don't have souls or anything like that. But they still have belief, and they believe that like the Halleck Tree, like this guy still believes that the Halleck Tree was like this beautiful place for them, like a heaven. And it's not. There's nothing there for them. Nothing but rot and death. I think the tragic themes of Elden Ring is what I find so compelling about this game, and it's stories. We shall put him out of his misery, but we shall bless him in Mikla's light.
You merciless brutes. Let the curse take everything.
All right, let's see. All right. So now that we got the medallion. If they don't have souls, then how can you get grace when you kill them? Grace isn't their souls, it's just currency. Remember, grace is just the runes or whatever, or just shards of the Elden Ring. Oh, did I never pick up? Oh, golly, I hate being dumb. No, I picked it up. I picked it up. I know I did. All right. The hell? What am I missing? This not this is not the place. I'm sorry, I'm at the wrong spot. Damn, I am retarded. Grace is souls. No, Grace ain't souls. If they don't, no. Where'd you get that idea? Unless I'm like completely wrong. Let me see. Let me see if we can see the currency. Get an explanation. Right? Because she says, oh yeah, right here. Because you see here in the corner where it says 2047. That right there is runes, right? That's runes. So it's the runes that you use to empower yourself. It's the runes of the Elden Ring. So you're basically using the Elden Ring to make you more powerful. If they are soulless, how can they be summoned? Oh, good question. I was wondering if anybody was going to say that. I was wondering also if anybody was going to bring up that the scholar and all the Nightfarers are technically spirits, right? Good question, Luca. Good question. Well, let's see. Reality says, well, isn't there theory that Renala's kids don't use legs that we see and are Abenorks. They have souls. Well, the leg thing we have to throw out for the most part, because with Scholar and Night Rain showing us that Abenorks, first generation Abenorks did have legs, they could walk, and eventually as they aged they lost the ability to walk. But as for the question that Luca brought up, which is great, you know what? I'll let Jackal answer it. I think that's a great question for Jackal to answer. Follow Jackal Khan on YouTube. He's also a content creator, by the way. Fantastic guy. Did I do the wrong one again? Jackal says grace equals runes equals grace equals memory equals souls. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't draw those parallels. But look, as for your question, if the souls, if they are soulless, how can they be summoned? All right, so let's look at the summoning stuff, because I have an answer, and I want to say, Luca, that you're right. Abenorks do have souls. I'm being facetious, but there is a chance that I could be right. So we'll look. Where's the summoning bell? It's a key item. Right? Did I pass it? There it is. Spirit summoning bell. Spirit calling bell. A bell capable of summoning various spirits from the ashen remains. All right. Spirits can only be summoned in the vicinity of a rebirth monument. When summoning blah 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 monument icon blah blah, only spirits. Only one type of spirit may be summoned at once, and none may. All right. Perhaps I was wrong. I may be wrong. Oh, that explains it then, Jackal. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah. Spirits, but are spirits souls? Now, yes, of course they are. I'm just being dumb. All right. Yeah. But honestly, that's I was hoping somebody would ask about that. Because if I was going to continue, and I'm still going to push that the Abenorks don't have souls just to trigger people. But, yeah, I mean, they have, oh, I did it again. They have to have souls. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Oh, my God. Karma. That's what that is. But just remember, if they turned out not to have souls, I said it first. I just thought, how can those who live in death be summons? Oh, because they're spirits too. Switch. Okay, there we go. They're spirits. They're spirits that don't have an afterlife. They don't have an afterlife because the Golden Order / Radagon got rid of their religion and and their religion wasn't allowed to practice anymore. So you have all these spirits now just sitting around, nowhere to go. And also, they're also, if you look at those who lost in death, they're also people who don't believe in the Erdtree. So if they don't believe in the Erdtree, they're not going to get grace from the Erdtree, and they're not going to be allowed to be reincarnated or absorbed into the Erdtree or anything like that. So they're just wandering people. They're just wandering. That's why before they became lost and before they became those who live in death, they were called those who are lost in death. And so I have a theory that suggests that because Godwyn is said to be a martyr for those who was supposed to be a martyr for death, he was supposed to become this Prince of Death that would lead those lost in death to the Earth Tree to be reborn, right? He's supposed to be this Christ Messiah figure. But because of what Ronnie did, threw a hamper in that, and his body died, his soul was destroyed. And so those who lost in death became those who live in death, because now they have some hope of finding an afterlife or a life period because of Godwin's ability now that he is dead, but his body continues. So it gives the spirits hope to not just wander aimlessly, that it gives them a direction. And what's more dangerous than anything? Hope is the most dangerous thing. And that's why those who live in death are so dangerous to the Golden Order. Because one, it proves that Radagon isn't the one true God. I mean, Marika Radagon isn't the one true God. It, like Dee says it and Roger say that it's shows a flaw in the Golden Order and stuff like that. And you can't have that. Radagon's not going to have that. So that's why he made the hunters. That's why he hunts them, kills them all. And Mikla 2, by the way. Mikla 2 was a Golden Order fundamentalist for a time. And that's why his spells, or at the time that he made, also kill those who lost in death, you know, really good. I already got it. What am I doing? Old bomb. Oh, dang. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Oh, well. I don't need to beat the boss here. Reality checks says spirits can be different from souls. Spirits can be different from souls. I think they're synonymous. Yeah, here we go. Because, yeah. Unless you're speaking about, and it depends on the context. Because if you're talking like the human spirit as the ability to create, to overcome, that type of thing. Now, if you're talking about spirits as a phantasm type creature, you know, then a soul is more religiously acceptable to say. It's a nicer way, and a spirit would be spirit, ghost, soul. They're all synonymous in that context. Because you're not going to be like the soul of the human spirit or whatever. You know, let's get the grace over here. Nah, we don't need it. What a beautiful, beautiful place. I love this place. It's so lonely. So lonely here at the top of Olympus. You know what? Let's change weapons. Let's use this one. The Inquisitors. What's this called? Gridandle? I don't know what that means. It's an Inquisitor weapon. Oh, dang. Here we go. Anastasia. Oh, dang, girl, you hit her. Whoa, relax, relax. It was just a love pat. Nice. Nice. Your Pharaoh says, for me, soul and spirit are different. Body, soul, and spirit. That's weird. Interesting, though. Interesting. There are different interpretations out there. That's true, Zanad. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you. She's a man-eater. Oh, here she comes. Look out, boy. She'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a tarnish eater. She's dangerous for sure. Don't get me wrong. All right. What I like in this game is that like many of the female antagonists are deadly. I like that. It's very equal rights, I guess. Equal rights, equal fights. All right, let's see. And they still have the like traditional princess and stuff like that. I think that's cool too. Even though Ronnie, I wouldn't consider Ronnie that. I think she's probably one of the most dangerous, or not dangerous, deadliest people in this game, or in the story. All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's use this. We'll use this. We'll switch to this. Alright. Reality check says, what is the word on the street on Godwin's cadavers? They continue. Divested flesh, if he was becoming God, or maybe grafted leftovers from becoming malformed dragon, the three animals he may be grafted into. The three animals he may be grafted, or shaking my head, else or something else. A lot of people tend to think that they're. Honestly, I don't know what people think, but I'll tell you what I think. I think what we see in the Shadowlands with those cadavers or whatever, and the ones we see underneath Stormvale, those, because if you believe that Godwin's body is in the roots, right? It's grafted in the roots, and wherever his body is growing, the roots are becoming Godwin. So the flesh of the Newman flesh that he's inherited is in the roots, right? He's melded with the roots. He's become the Erd tree, basically, at this point. So wherever the roots are, it's growing, right? And it's manifesting into these heads if the infection lasts long enough, right? So this is what it tells me. If we find those roots in the Land of Shadows, and we know that America cast away the Land of Shadows, sealed it. She sealed it, and that's what we know. And if it cut off everything from the real world, then it's fair to assume, with 99.99999 until forever, safe to assume that Godwin was already dead and growing in the roots when the Land of Shadow was cast away or sealed away. And that's why those cadavers or whatever are there in the roots. If there's death root in the Shadowlands, and we see it, that means Godwyn was already growing there. That also means that the death root in Farum Azula was already there when Farum Azula got blown up and was left in the sky. That means Godwyn was already dead and growing in Farum Azula, right? Because I believe that Farum Azula was a contemporary, and its decline was steadily over the ages, while Lindell was gaining power. Farum Azula was losing power, kind of like Rome and Constantinople existing at the same time, just like what's that place in Egypt? Alexandria and Rome were exactly at the same time. One burned down and whatever, and the other one was rising, right? So it's fair to assume that all these important places were all prominent at one time, at the same time, right? And that's what my spiral timeline video is about. Yeah. Zanad said, it's the words surrogate that makes me question if Godwyn cadavers are him or something that plays in place of Godwyn or instead of Godwyn. Well, so the cadaver, right? Surrogate means, it's not actually him. It's, something that's going to represent him, that is representing him, something that will, it's not technically him because his actual body is somewhere else. So it's growing and looking like what's growing somewhere else, what his original body or the effigy of him in Deep Root Depths looks like. Cayman says, your mom was there when Farum Azula fell. My mom's dead, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm lying. She's not dead. Yeah, she probably was there, man. She's old as hell. Let's see. Pharaoh says, for me, they are failed attempts to create the Prince of Death. Ooh, that's an interesting concept. You should call in on the call-in show on Wednesday and expand on that. I think that's great. A great concept there. Wait, do I have bolts? Yes. Wait, how do you do the special? Shit. Whoa. Reminds me of that time in prison. Damn, knife fights. All right, let me practice with this bow a little bit. How do you do the special? No. Nope. Oh, do you have to two-hand it? Oh shit, you do. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, let's go cheap. Let's go cheap. Kimmy says, I like the theory that they're literally pieces of him, like the Catholic relics where it's like a toe bone of a saint. I mean, that's a cool idea. This scene makes me think of Miklas control the Black Knives. Miklas controls the Black Knives. This scene makes me think Mikla controls the Black Knives. Are they controlling this place? Well, what I question is, did they come in here? Are these people trapped? That's the question. Are they trapped like we're trapped? They don't know to light the towers. You know, they've just been here for so long they just give up, or are they like protecting this place? That's my question. Oh shit, she's gone. Fuck. Damn. Where is she? There she is. Yikes. Oh, you know what? That reminds me of something that we were talking about on the Discord. Does the Black Knife Assassin set make you invisible like they are? Where is it? There it is. Meaning like the hands and stuff. Oh, I would have to do a face reveal. Oh. I'll check it afterwards. Hold on. I'll check it right here real quick. Let's see. Where's the helmet? There it is. It does not. Okay, so it doesn't hide your face. Dang. So I guess they really are just spirits. They're souls. They're ghosts wearing armor. I forget who it was. Somebody said that they were the armor. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh well. Maybe they're puppets? That's entirely possible. They were you know, they were Newman women and became puppets. That's in the realm of possibilities. I give that a 50% chance. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna hit. I wonder, can I hit her with the spear? No, let's not even try. Let's see. Where's the bow? Dang it, I'm gonna use that crossbow. Jesus. Oh. I was afraid of that. It's a shame Lieutenant doesn't do that damage. Oh God, I wish he did. Oh my God. Oh. That's something torrent. No. Oh, right there. Fumbled. God. I love how we mercifully have to kill off all the people we're trying to help, right? We're helping them to the next world. If there is one. I don't think there is one. Maybe the Helfin is the real afterlife. Where's my bone bow? Just damn. Is she not even there anymore? There she is. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. What? Damn, she's dangerous, man. She like point blank. Oh God, that's what. Forgive me. Well, that's another way we know that they don't have spirits, because they don't fade into the Earth Tree. There's nothing to be remembered. I'm just saying. Proof is in the body. They don't have no souls. Or, I guess you could say, they're not blessed by their tree. They're not accepted into that afterlife. Wow. Alright, let me get a shield. I can do it without a shield. I can do it without a shield. You did that to her. Man, ruthless. I'm a monster sometimes, man. I can't believe they animated her face to look like that, dude. It was disturbing. I won't lie. I was disturbed by the fear in her eyes. It was like she was looking straight into inevitability. I am a monster. Let's see. You know what? Damn. Man, is that rod not doing anything to her? Dang. All right, bad idea. All right, we're not going to kill this other one. I already killed her. I can't stand to look at her face while she dies. But this one up here, she's got to go. She got to go. Oh, she's not facing us. Maybe I can sneak in. Oh, but her buddy would see us. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. All right. I guess they're immune to rot, honestly. I don't know why it didn't take. And the poison didn't take either. Why can I not jump up there? I didn't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't hit her. They're not immune to the crucible though. Wonder if we can put her to sleep. Damn. Oh god. Oh. She got me. Man, why's my internet slowing down? What's up? Is it because there's a thunderstorm outside? Yeah, she beat my ass, Pharaohs. I ain't gonna lie. She stepped on me with her. What's Rattle say? Her grass grabbers, man. You think the Great Sword of Damnation will work? Oh, dang, not gonna work. I have to have. Alright. Oh, you know what? Let's use the hammer. Marika's hammer. Damn, that's not gonna work either. Well, okay. This is what I'll do. It's an AoE, right? Can't use it. Oh shit. Oh! Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. Damn me right now. Oh! Babe. Again? I like your lasagna, I promise. I was just talking shit because of the guys, that's all. Oh, shit. Jump. Oh, come on. All right, don't talk bad about the lasagna. I don't know, Ferris. I don't know what. Damn, bro. You know, sometimes it be that way. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you just get your ass kicked. Oh, what? You run. I'm trying to sprint like it's night rain. Wow, she was scary. I'm not even gonna lie. She was scary. Scary. Yeah. Oh wait, why am I going to the Howling Tree? I wanted to get to Frick. Wanted to get to Paramazula. I got all distracted. We'll get the Grace over here and then we'll head back. There was a content creator that was talking about how fucked up it was that this led to where it does if the Albinorks couldn't use feet and stuff like that. I think it was Kami, K-A-M-I, something like that. That it led to like these branches, and if you didn't have legs or anything, how were you supposed to traverse these branches and stuff like that? Especially for Albinorks. Yeah. I tend to think, after thinking about that, I tend to think that originally that teleport didn't lead here. I think it was recalibrated. Oh, well, I'll just sit down. All right, let's get down. I don't know how these guys... Well, I guess they're just scooting along. So I suppose, like, the Albinorks, if this... What? I guess the Albinorks could just crawl along the ground like these guys are. Oh, shit, I missed. Wait, can you summon Torrent up there? No. Now this is the hard part, in my opinion. It's like, damn, this guy up here. You're like, he really does beat ass. Oh. Alright. Let's go. Let's go kill the fire giant. Alright, we made it to the hollow tree. We can do that another way. And I think it was Cayman, or was it Freeman? One of the two suggested that because I had said last stream that this place wasn't always a frozen north. And then I think it was one of them. Somebody had suggested that it was the cauldron, the fire of the giant, that kept this place as like a nice temperate area. And I still agree with that idea. I think it's a great idea. That sealing away the fire of the giants made this place into this frozen wasteland. There's a church somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure. Zanad. Oh, thank you, Zanad. See? Very, very intelligent. Or as they say in German, muy inteligente. There's writing on the bottom of that. Is that, what is that? Is that a person, like a person wearing a cloak, and then they have their, so you can clearly see a head, right? Or is that just me seeing things? As Zanad says, as they say in German, Doner kebab bite. Bitte. I don't know. I don't know German. Only know that one phrase. And this one phrase. Oh, look. That side has a whole amount of writing on the back of it. Let me put some of these down. Let's look at it. Let's see what the writing. If it's that rune. Oh no, that's a different language. There's like a whole story there or something. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's probably like language number 6. What about this? Oh, there's like 2 pillars there. What are we looking at here? It might be nothing. It might be nothing. Let's put a stone here. Another one. Thank you, FromSoft. Alright, so alright, using the one arch thing. We have an archway. Alright, so that's established. This is somebody's head. This is a cloak or a robe. This is their face, probably. They're holding a tablet. Could that be Elden John? Or one of his... somebody else that's in the same religion? Does this look here like a person? So they're talking to this person here, blessing this person. There seems to be some type of structure here in the back. So, because here's like a pillar line here and a pillar line here. They have some type of bell or something there. Also writing here. Ooh, there's some good writing there. Hold on. Let's take a picture of that. I'll work with it on MS Paint. It looks like a priest or a monk standing sideways. Yes, that's exactly it. Very interesting. I forgot about this. Let's look at this. Is this like an urn? Oh, no, no, no. This is probably part of this whole grave system here. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Okay. Let's put this damn thing away. It's too heavy. Can we beat the fire giant in 15 minutes? I think we can. Ouch. You know what's interesting? That these dogs, I thought these dogs were mutated by the scarlet rot. But if they're up here where there is no scarlet rot present, does that mean that these dogs are indigenous to the lands between? You know, meaning that before the Rune of Death or was removed or whatever, they only look like this because of the Rune of Death is removed. So they technically can't die either. Let me see if I can get a twofer. Oh, you lucky bum. Well, they have collars on them, so yeah, I would say they're probably an indigenous creature to the lands between, and not the rotted monstrosities that I thought they were. I would hate to live in a world where you had dog dinosaurs. That's fucked up. Let's see. All right, let's go. Let's go. We'll come back to this fort. Growry was able to tame one. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. I would have one of those big dogs. Yeah. I would too. I'm lying. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because you know what those big dogs do? They have big shits. They have big, stinky shits. And I ain't about that life, man. What? Did I turn on the music? I did. I ain't about that life either. Let's go kill the last of the giants. Yeah, dude. Imagine those. I bet you those turds are the size of like a smart car. Godzilla and King Kong fighting. Wait a minute. I know there's a grace around here somewhere. Alright, there's the giant hand. That means the grace is down here. Yep. Boop. All right, 8 minutes. All right, let's see. What are we gonna use? What are we gonna use? What are we gonna use? All right, so we're gonna bleed this big boy. Let's bleed him. What is that? We won't need that, so we'll use. No, we won't use it. What is it? This one. This one. Oh. The Goon Squad does not do good, if I remember correctly. I think somebody that does do good. You know what? Let's get Nefeli Lou. Nefeli Lou will summon her spirit for this battle. Oh, probably too far away, but that's okay. Wow, that was fast. But now we have an idea what we're working with. 2 hits, that's all we can take. New game +4, max level 200, 2 hits. I thought it'd be more, but I was wrong. All right, big boy. All right. Let's strafe. Strafe. Yeah, give a dog a bone, bitch. I don't know where that fireball is. Torin, no. Nefeli Lou, don't run away if I run away. He knocked Torn. All right, here we go. All right, so here is a cutscene that I find this cutscene really fascinating, and a lot of people do. One, he's blind. He doesn't seem to have any pupils. Two, he sacrifices his leg, right? Which is interesting. So with all that blood and the flesh, is the fell god and the formless mother the same being? You know, because that leg, not only does it have blood, it has flesh, it has everything. It's life itself at this point, kind of. And it's using this to summon this god. Ooh, that could have been bad. Well, just keep beating his booty. Where's Nefeli? She's sleeping. Sleeping. Get him in the inner thigh. That always hurts. Right in the groin. What's left of it? Gotta be hacked up by now. Where's his head? Oh, fuck. Oh. We killed each other. if I go to Farum Azula now, does that lock me out of the Dung Eaters ending? No, wait. There's one Betsy Curson. Farum Azula isn't there. At the last second. I guess I'll pick these up. Man, I remember the first time playing this. That first time coming here, I was like, what? They want me to ride up there on torrent? I didn't. I walked. I walked up this some bitch. Real slow, real scared. I was like, man, I am not ain't about this life. And then if you walk up here, I don't think I couldn't like jump up. So I had to like summon torrent. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna jump myself off this thing. Kind of like that, but now it's nothing. And then believe it or not, I did all that, got here and jumped in thinking that I needed to be in the center of that. I died. I'm like, idiot. Ah, the beauty of... You know what, sometimes... Anybody ever see... Oh, Zanad, you jumped too? Yes, dude. Right? It's crazy. What if, y'all... What if we're in a hollow earth? Y'all remember... If y'all watch those American Godzilla movies, like Godzilla versus Kong or X-Con or whatever... how it's got land on top and land on bottom when you go into the hollow earth. This is what this area reminds me of. Holy shit, I thought it was an invader. What if that's the clouds to another realm up there? And we're in these magical clouds. I think the clouds that surround the lands between the fog or whatever they call it, the fog, I believe. It's definitely a magical fog, and it's manipulating reality, and I think that's what keeps the lands between separated. And I would say that's also why we can't see Farum Azula, because Farum Azula is technically in the fog, and we can't see it because it's being manipulated by this time fog. Even though we can see it from here, the isolated tower. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, let's get this cutscene and we'll call it a night.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin?
Girl, are you married? Is that what we're talking about? Fuck. I'm not sure if I can be Sancho again. But here we go.
Very well.
No,
Let
no, I
my
was playing.
hand rest upon you for but a moment.
I do this for the Inquisition. I take the sin upon myself so they don't have to. Why do we fall asleep? I think that she puts us to sleep so we can't stop her.
O Erd tree, you shall burn. Burn for the sake of the new Lord. Thank you for guiding me here. The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
I think that's an interesting final statement there. Not goodbye, but where the road of, what'd she say? Something the road of destined death. Oh yeah, meet the road. Is it to or from? I've already forgotten. Damn, never mind. Because the way she says it, destined death is like this. Has it become? It sounds like a proper noun, like it's a person. And if Malekith is, or holding on or merged with death and destined death, is that what she's signifying with that statement? Meet the road of destined death. Okay. Yeah, the road of destined death. You know what? Let's call it here, and we'll come. We'll discuss Fair Missoula, because there's always things to discuss in Fair Missoula, and this is the only time you can be at this spot. So I don't want to get through this spot just yet. It sucks that you can't come back to this spot after you leave this spot. It's a one-time segment only, which is crazy because where's this bridge go? Anyways, we'll discuss it tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Zanad and the rest, everybody that was here tonight, everybody that sees in the future, if you get to this point, thank you. Des is capitalized in the subtitles. Exactly. That's one thing when you're reading the text, the item descriptions, always look at the grammar. The grammar will tell you things that you do not hear when listening to it. So, if you like Elden Ring content, if you want to continue the discussions furthermore, so on and so forth, unto eternity, consider joining the Discord. Consider joining the Golden Inquisition and become a Golden Inquisitor yourself. And ask all the questions. If you want more Elden Ring lore, follow all the people. Check out their channels in the show description. They're great content creators, great people. Yeah. So until then, until tomorrow. Oh, we might play Crimson Desert tomorrow. Until tomorrow, most likely. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. We'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Oh wait. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Oh wait, tomorrow's Saturday, right? Tomorrow the podcast is tomorrow. Special guest tomorrow, Saturday, special guest on Inquisition Radio Live, that channel. Special guest tomorrow. And one of many we have lots of special guests lined up for the foreseeable future. Other content lore creators. So we'll see. We'll see y'all.